Welcome to Silver Wisdom, practical advice for health, life, and well-being after 60. Let's grow wiser together. There is a reality about male health after 60 that almost no one dares to speak aloud. It is not discussed in doctors' offices, it is not featured in glossy health magazines, and it certainly is not broadcast in the endless commercials for pharmaceutical products targeting older men. Yet this reality affects millions silently. The truth is this: the problems you might be experiencing right now, whether it's declining energy, reduced desire in intimate moments, or the quiet frustration of feeling less of a man than you once were, are not simply natural aging. No, my friends, they are not an unavoidable fate. They are, in fact, the consequences of neglected care, misunderstood signals from your own body, and misplaced trust in solutions that never address the root cause. For over 30 years, I have worked closely with men like you. Men who built families, led companies, protected their communities, and shaped the lives of others, only to feel invisible to themselves after the age of 60. They sit across from me, their shoulders heavy, their voices quieter than they once were, and they whisper questions they are too embarrassed to ask aloud anywhere else. Doctor, why do I feel so tired, no matter how much I rest? Why has my desire faded, even though I still love my partner? Why does my body no longer respond the way it used to, even though I have the same mind and heart? I want to tell you something no advertisement will ever say. Your body has not betrayed you. Aging is not the villain here. The real enemy is disconnection from your own health, from simple natural habits, from the knowledge your grandparents intuitively understood, but modern medicine has buried beneath prescriptions and expensive therapies. What if I told you that the first steps toward regaining your strength, your energy, and yes, your intimate vitality do not begin with a pill, an injection, or a complicated surgery? What if those first steps begin with how you nourish your body every single day, with what you eat, how you move, and the way you wake up in the morning? Today, I invite you on a journey that could forever change how you experience your body in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. This journey is not about chasing youth, but about reclaiming vitality. It's about rediscovering what makes you feel alive, sharp, and connected to your partner, your family, and yourself. I will walk you through small, powerful changes rooted in science and proven by the lives of men who took action instead of giving up. These changes will improve your circulation, balance your hormones naturally, and give your body the energy it craves, not just for one night, but for every day ahead. Let's be honest, no one is coming to save you. The world is far too busy selling you temporary solutions that mask your symptoms without addressing the real cause. But I'm not here to sell you false hope. I'm here to give you tools that work. I want to help you understand how your heart, your hormones, and your intimate life are connected, and how by changing what you put on your plate and how you start your morning, you can unlock more vitality than you thought possible. What we will discuss today is simple, but powerful. You will learn about the everyday foods that quietly support your blood flow, fuel your testosterone, and stabilize your energy so that you stop feeling like a worn-out version of yourself. Instead, you'll begin to feel like the man who still has much to give, much to love, and much to enjoy in life. But before we dive into the details, I want to ask you something, and I want your honest answer in the comments below. When you wake up in the morning, what is the first thing you feel in your body? Is it energy and motivation, or is it fatigue and stiffness? Share it with me in the comments, because understanding where you are starting from is the first step to building where you want to go. And if you are ready to take charge of your health, to stop letting your age define your energy, and to learn the truth behind what your body really needs, then stay with me until the end of this video. Because at the end, I will share a bonus tip. A simple, yet overlooked adjustment in your morning routine that amplifies the impact of everything we will talk about today. Your journey to renewed vitality begins right now. Let's take the first step together. Let's begin with what I consider the silent foundation of a man's vitality: your blood flow. Without strong circulation, every part of your body, your heart, your brain, your muscles, and yes, your intimate organs, begins to operate at half their potential. You might notice it first in your energy levels or in how quickly you feel tired during the day. For others, the first signal comes during moments of intimacy, when the body does not respond as quickly or as confidently as it once did. Yet what few men realize is that this change is not simply age. It is the quiet narrowing and stiffening of your blood vessels, a process that robs your body of oxygen and nutrients exactly where you need them most. Let me tell you about one of my patients, Victor, a 69-year-old retired engineer. When he first came to my office, he sat across from me, not as a man defeated, but as a man confused. He said, "Doctor, I still feel like myself on the inside. I still love my wife. I still want to feel close to her, but my body doesn't cooperate anymore. I feel like there is a wall between what I want and what I can do." Victor had no serious chronic diseases. His heart was strong, his mind sharp, but his confidence was quietly slipping away. And what was the root cause of his struggle? Poor circulation. Not a lack of desire, not a loss of masculinity, but restricted blood flow to the areas where it matters most. Science has shown us that the key to healthy male performance, especially after 60, lies in supporting nitric oxide, the natural molecule your body uses to relax and widen blood vessels. Nitric oxide is like a switch that turns on circulation, helping blood flow more freely. But as we age, the body's ability to produce nitric oxide slows down, unless you actively support it. And no, this support does not have to come from expensive medications with countless side effects. Instead, it can come from nature's own pharmacy, the foods that ancient cultures valued long before pharmaceuticals existed. One of the most powerful natural boosters of nitric oxide comes from a deep red fruit known throughout history for its healing properties, the beetroot. You may think of beetroot as just another vegetable your grandparents ate, but in reality, it is one of the most effective natural ways to restore blood vessel health. Inside the beetroot are compounds called nitrates. When you consume these nitrates, your body converts them into nitric oxide, enhancing circulation where it matters most. When Victor began drinking a small glass of beetroot juice each morning, combined with gentle daily walks to stimulate his heart, the changes were noticeable within weeks. He returned to my office, his posture straighter, his voice stronger. He smiled as he told me, "I didn't just feel better in intimacy. I had energy to play with my grandkids, to work in my garden again. I feel like myself." This is not an isolated story. Clinical research has consistently demonstrated that beetroot juice improves blood pressure, increases oxygen delivery to muscles, and enhances performance in older men without harmful side effects. But here is what many overlook. Beetroot is not just for your blood flow. It is also packed with antioxidants that protect your arteries from damage caused by stress, poor diet, and aging. This protection keeps your vessels flexible, responsive, and capable of supporting strong circulation over the long term. This is critical because many men reach for temporary fixes, whether in the form of pills or supplements, that might give them results for a night, but do nothing to improve their health for the future. What I am inviting you to consider is a deeper, more sustainable path. Adding beetroot to your diet is simple. You do not need to become a chef or spend hours in the kitchen. A glass of pure beetroot juice in the morning or adding roasted beets to your lunch is enough to provide the body with the raw materials it needs to rebuild your circulation from the inside out. It is not a miracle, it is biology. Your body knows what to do when you give it the right fuel. But I want to be clear, beetroot alone will not solve every issue. It is the first step in a broader approach that supports your heart, your hormones, and your energy as one connected system. What matters is creating a morning habit that wakes up your body the right way, signaling it to produce nitric oxide, balance your hormones, and generate energy at the cellular level. We will talk more about that in the next section. So ask yourself honestly, when was the last time you did something to support your blood flow without turning to medication? When was the last time you gave your body the nourishment it needs to perform not only in intimate moments, but in the full expression of your daily life? Write your answer in the comments below, because acknowledging where you are today is the first step toward changing where you will be tomorrow. And as we continue this journey, stay with me, because soon I will reveal another powerful but simple food, a source of healthy fats and essential nutrients that quietly builds the hormones many men lose after 60. Together, these habits form the foundation of a vibrant, energized, and confident life after 60. Now that we have begun supporting your circulation, it is time to address something even deeper, something that defines how you feel as a man in every part of your life. I am talking about your testosterone. But before you roll your eyes and think, "Doctor, I've heard this all before," please hear me out. This is not about chasing high lab numbers or comparing yourself to younger men. This is about reclaiming the steady, grounded energy that fuels your motivation, your desire, and your sense of purpose every single day. Too often, men over 60 are told that their declining testosterone is simply a part of life, an unavoidable consequence of aging. And yes, it is true that your testosterone levels naturally decline over time. But what no one tells you is that this decline does not have to rob you of your strength, your drive, or your confidence. What truly drains testosterone is not time itself, but how your body handles stress, inflammation, and poor nutrition. Let me introduce you to a man named Robert. At 70, Robert was what some would call a model retiree. He walked daily, played chess with his friends, and volunteered at his local church. But when he came to see me, he confided something he had never shared with anyone. He said, "Doctor, I feel flat. I'm not tired exactly, but it's like the fire inside me went out. I do things because I should, not because I want to." His words struck me because I've heard them countless times before. This was not depression, it was hormonal depletion. Robert's testosterone wasn't gone, but it was running quietly in the background, no longer fueling his enthusiasm for life. What Robert, and many men like him, didn't realize is that your body still knows how to produce testosterone. It simply needs the right building blocks. And one of the most powerful sources of these building blocks is a food so simple, so common, that we often overlook its power. I am talking about walnuts. You see, testosterone is made from cholesterol, but not the dangerous kind found in processed foods. Your body creates healthy testosterone from the essential fats you consume. Walnuts are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, plant-based compounds that your body converts into the raw materials needed to produce hormones. But walnuts offer more than just healthy fats. They are also packed with magnesium and zinc, two minerals essential for maintaining balanced testosterone levels. Magnesium helps regulate your pituitary gland, which signals your body to produce testosterone, while zinc directly supports testosterone synthesis and protects it from breaking down too quickly. But perhaps most importantly, walnuts contain powerful antioxidants that fight oxidative stress, the silent enemy of your hormones. When your body is under constant stress, whether from poor sleep, chronic inflammation, or emotional strain, it produces cortisol, a hormone that directly suppresses testosterone. By reducing oxidative stress and inflammation, walnuts help lower cortisol and allow your body's natural testosterone production to rebound. Robert began adding a small handful of walnuts to his breakfast each day. Sometimes he paired them with Greek yogurt, other times he simply ate them on their own as a mid-morning snack. Within 2 weeks, he began noticing changes. He described it not as sudden bursts of energy, but as a quiet, steady fire returning. He woke up feeling motivated to start the day. He found himself laughing more, taking more interest in the things he loved, and reconnecting with his wife on a deeper level. This was not the result of some pharmaceutical shortcut. This was his body responding to nourishment as it was designed to do. And here is what you must understand. Testosterone is not simply a number in a blood test. It is a feeling in your bones, a spark in your mind, and a strength in your step. It influences your muscle tone, your mental clarity, your sexual desire, and even your resilience in the face of daily challenges. When testosterone is supported naturally, your entire body and mind work better. You feel more present, more capable, and more alive. Too many men are chasing synthetic testosterone treatments without first asking, have I given my body what it needs to do this work itself? Because often, the body is simply waiting for the chance. I am not against medical interventions when they are truly necessary, but for most men, the first step should always be nourishment. So I ask you, when was the last time you thought about what your body needs to make hormones, instead of just what it's missing? When was the last time you used food as medicine, rather than turning straight to prescriptions? Share your thoughts with me in the comments, because your story could inspire someone else who feels the same. But this is only part of the picture. Supporting circulation and hormones creates the foundation, but now we must fuel your body's engine, your energy at the cellular level. Energy that lasts all day, that powers your heart and brain, that keeps you engaged in life and fully present with the people you love. And this is where we turn to one of the most misunderstood foods in the world. A food that many dismiss as ordinary, but which holds the key to unlocking consistent, sustainable vitality for men over 60. Stay with me, Because in the next section, I will show you how to feed your cells the fuel they crave, eliminate the crashes that leave you exhausted halfway through the day, and restore the steady energy you thought was gone forever. So far, we have supported your circulation and awakened your testosterone. But what about your energy? The kind of energy that powers your entire day from the moment you open your eyes in the morning until your head rests on your pillow at night. Because what is the point of having healthy blood flow and balanced hormones if your body feels like it is running on empty? This is the missing link for so many men over 60. They feel moments of improvement, but those moments do not last. By lunchtime, they are drained again. In the evening, they are too tired to enjoy time with their partner, their hobbies, or their family. Let me tell you about Thomas, a 74-year-old retired teacher. Thomas had spent his life inspiring young minds in the classroom, leading field trips, and coaching high school debate teams. But when he walked into my office, he seemed like a shadow of the man he once was. He confessed, "Doctor, I don't feel sharp anymore. I wake up and within 2 hours I'm already looking forward to lying down again. I eat well. I walk every day, but my body feels tired in a way that rest alone doesn't fix." What Thomas was describing was not simply physical fatigue. It was cellular exhaustion. When the tiny energy factories in your cells, called mitochondria, are not producing enough fuel for your body to function properly. The question is, how do we feed those mitochondria? How do we nourish your body on the inside so that it has the energy to power everything you do on the outside? The answer, surprisingly, does not come from energy drinks, caffeine, or expensive supplements. It comes from a fruit so common that most men overlook its true potential. I am talking about the humble pear. Yes, the pear. Most people see it as an ordinary snack, but in truth, it is a powerhouse of natural energy, fiber, and essential nutrients that directly support your mitochondria, the engines of your cells. Pears are rich in natural sugars, but unlike the artificial sweeteners found in processed foods, the sugars in pears release slowly into your bloodstream, giving you a steady stream of energy, rather than a sudden spike followed by a crash. This steady release keeps your mind clear and your muscles energized, especially during the critical morning hours when your body is setting the rhythm for the entire day. But pears do more than just provide sugar. They contain a significant amount of dietary fiber, which slows digestion and helps stabilize your blood sugar. Why does this matter? Because when your blood sugar rises and falls dramatically, it drains your energy and leaves you feeling sluggish. Pears help prevent that cycle by providing a balanced source of fuel that your body can use efficiently. Pears are also a source of important micronutrients like potassium and vitamin C. Potassium helps your heart pump efficiently and supports smooth blood flow, complementing the circulation support we discussed earlier. Vitamin C, meanwhile, acts as a powerful antioxidant, protecting your mitochondria from damage caused by oxidative stress, one of the biggest culprits behind age-related fatigue. When Thomas began eating one ripe pear with his breakfast, whether sliced into oatmeal or simply eaten whole, he noticed a change within a week. He came back to me and said, "It's strange, doctor. I didn't expect a pear to make such a difference, but I feel steadier throughout the morning. I'm not falling asleep over my newspaper anymore." His mental clarity improved, his physical energy became more stable, and most importantly, he felt like he could fully participate in his life again. But here is what I want you to understand. It was not just the pear itself that made the difference. It was the timing, the habit, and the context. Thomas paired his morning pear with a glass of beetroot juice and a handful of walnuts. Together, these foods created a morning routine that spoke to his body in a language it understood: circulation, hormones, energy. Each part worked together to support the whole. This is what your body craves after 60. Not random isolated fixes, but a system of nourishment that addresses your entire energy network. When you give your cells steady fuel, when you support your blood flow, and when you nourish your hormones, the body responds quickly. Fatigue lifts, mental fog clears, intimacy returns, not forced or synthetic, but natural, because your body is working the way it was always designed to. I know many of you are asking yourself right now, can it really be that simple? Just a pear in the morning? And the answer is yes, and no. Yes, because the right foods at the right time unlock your body's own healing power. No, because it is not just about eating a pear. It is about building a habit of nourishment instead of neglect. It is about consistency, not quick fixes. So let me ask you, when was the last time you built your breakfast with your energy needs in mind, rather than just grabbing whatever was convenient? When did you last give your body a chance to feel good naturally, without caffeine, without pills? Share your answers in the comments below. Your insight may help another man find the courage to start his own journey. But we are not finished yet. In the next part of this video, I will reveal a simple morning routine that combines these foods, beetroot, walnuts, and pears, into a powerful ritual that takes less than 10 minutes, but sets the tone for your entire day. This is your opportunity to shift from reactive to proactive, from tired to energized, from frustrated to fulfilled. Stay with me, because what comes next could transform how you feel not just this week, but for the rest of your life. Now that you understand the power of these individual foods, beetroot to open your arteries, walnuts to nourish your hormones, and pears to fuel your cells, let's bring them together into one simple, powerful practice. I call this routine the Morning Vitality Ritual. And I want to be clear, this is not some secret formula hidden away in an expensive health retreat. This is a habit you can begin tomorrow morning, right in your own kitchen, using simple, affordable ingredients that your body will recognize and welcome. You see, your body operates on rhythm. Every morning, your hormones, your blood vessels, and your energy systems either wake up and prepare for the day, or they remain sluggish, forcing you to push through fatigue and fog. Most men over 60 wake up and immediately reach for coffee or skip breakfast entirely, never realizing they are starting their day in an energy deficit. But when you give your body the right signals first thing in the morning, you set the tone for everything that follows: your focus, your strength, your confidence, and yes, your intimate health. So, how do you start this ritual? Begin by preparing your circulation. Pour yourself 6 ounces of pure beetroot juice. This small glass will flood your system with natural nitrates, boosting your nitric oxide levels and preparing your blood vessels to deliver oxygen and nutrients where they are needed most. Drink this slowly, letting your body absorb its benefits. Then, support your hormones with a small handful of raw, unsalted walnuts. Do not overthink the quantity. About a quarter cup is enough. These walnuts provide your body with the healthy fats, magnesium, and zinc it needs to begin testosterone production for the day. Think of it as fueling the fire that powers your motivation, your drive, and your strength. Finally, complete your meal with a ripe pear. Eat it whole, savoring the fiber and natural sugars that will supply your cells with steady, reliable energy. This combination prevents the sugar crashes that leave you feeling drained by mid-morning. Instead, your energy will remain stable, your mind will stay clear, and your body will feel ready to engage fully with your life. I call this a ritual because it is not simply a meal. It is a daily conversation with your body, a message that says, today, we build strength. Today, we nurture vitality. Today, we choose life. And this ritual does not require perfection. Some days you may substitute with other natural foods, perhaps blueberries instead of pears, almonds instead of walnuts, or leafy greens blended into your beet juice. The principle is what matters: circulation, hormones, energy, addressed every morning without fail. But as promised, I want to give you a bonus tip. This is something most men overlook, yet it amplifies the power of this ritual more than any supplement on the market. And that is movement. After you finish your morning meal, take a 10-minute walk. Not a workout, not a sprint, just a gentle walk, preferably outside in the fresh air. Why? Because physical movement is the signal that tells your body to use the nutrients you just consumed. Walking activates your circulation, increases your oxygen uptake, and enhances nitric oxide production even further. It also lowers cortisol, the stress hormone that quietly drains testosterone, and prepares your muscles and brain for the day ahead. This simple combination of nourishment plus movement creates a foundation of vitality that carries through your entire day. Think about this. In less than 15 minutes, 6 minutes to prepare your meal, 10 minutes to walk, you have done more to support your male health than most pills can provide in a lifetime. And the best part? This routine costs less than your morning coffee habit and delivers results that last. But remember, consistency is the key. One healthy morning will not change your life, but 7 healthy mornings in a row will begin to shift your energy, your strength, and your confidence in ways you cannot ignore. And 30 days of this practice will lay the foundation for lasting health well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. I know some of you may be thinking, Doctor, this sounds simple, but my schedule is busy. I don't always have time for this. My answer is simple. What could be more important than your health? If you don't make time for wellness now, you will be forced to make time for illness later. Your body is not asking for perfection, it is asking for attention. So here is my challenge to you. Try this morning routine for the next 7 days. Just 7 days. Observe how your energy feels. Notice the difference in your mood, your stamina, your desire to engage with life. And if you feel even a fraction better, keep going. This is how lasting change begins. Not through giant leaps, but through small, consistent steps taken every single day. And now, I want to ask you something personal. What part of your health do you feel you've been neglecting the most? Your energy, your hormones, or your circulation? Be honest with yourself and share your answer in the comments below. Your openness might encourage another man who feels alone in his struggle to finally take action. In the next section, I will close with a few words about why your commitment to your health matters not only for you, but for the people who love and depend on you. Because this journey is not just about adding years to your life, it is about adding life to your years. If there is one message I want to leave you with today, it is this. Your body is not broken. Your vitality has not expired. You're not a man whose best days are behind him. You are a man standing at a crossroads. One path leads to quiet resignation, where you allow the world to tell you that after 60, life is meant to slow down, to shrink, to fade. But the other path, the one fewer people talk about, leads to renewed strength, deeper intimacy, clearer energy, and a life that still holds meaning, joy, and purpose. That second path is available to you right now. You have already taken the first step by watching this far. You have listened, reflected, and perhaps, for the first time in a long while, considered that your health does not have to decline year after year. But now comes the most important moment. The moment where you decide whether this knowledge will simply be interesting information or whether it will become the foundation of a new way of living. Because the truth is, no one can walk this path for you. Not your doctor, not your spouse, not your children. Only you can choose to wake up tomorrow and nourish your body with foods that heal rather than harm. Only you can choose to move your body with respect instead of neglect. Only you can decide that today, not someday, is the day you begin rebuilding your energy, your strength, and your intimacy from the inside out. And let me be clear, this is not about becoming perfect. It is not about chasing your 20-year-old self or pretending that aging does not happen. Aging is a privilege. But how you age, that is where your power lives. You can age with strength, with clarity, and with joy. Or you can age with regret, wishing you had started sooner. My mission, and the reason I create these videos, is to help men like you take ownership of their health so they can live the rest of their years with pride, vitality, and connection. Because your health is not just your story. It is the story of every person who loves you, looks up to you, and depends on your strength. Your family, your partner, your friends, they all benefit when you feel your best. Your laughter fills a room when your energy is high. Your wisdom is heard more clearly when your confidence is steady. Your touch, your embrace, your presence, they matter more than you know. So I invite you now to take the next step in this journey with me. If this message resonated with you, please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell. That way, you will never miss a conversation about how to keep your body, your heart, and your intimate life strong and vibrant after 60. And if you found even one helpful idea in this video, please take a moment to give it a like. It helps this message reach other men who are quietly struggling, believing they are alone in their challenges. Together, we can build a community where aging is not a decline, but a transformation. But I want to hear from you personally. In the comments below, tell me, what is the one health challenge you wish someone had explained to you more clearly when you turned 60? Is it energy, intimacy, sleep, focus, or something else entirely? Share your thoughts openly. I read every single comment, and I use your questions to shape future videos so that they address the real concerns men like you are facing right now. Because this channel is not about me talking at you. It is about creating a space where men can speak openly, learn honestly, and act boldly. You deserve a voice in your own health journey. Let your voice be heard. And finally, I ask you to share this video with a friend, a brother, or a father who might be struggling in silence. We all need someone to remind us that life after 60 is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of a new, wiser, stronger chapter. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Your willingness to learn and take action is what gives me hope for a healthier, stronger future for all men. Together, we are changing what it means to grow older. Together, we are proving that vitality has no expiration date. Stay strong, stay curious, stay connected, and until next time, take care of your body. It is the only place you truly live.